Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. I am Chisa of G's Quarters and I welcome you all back to this channel. Today, I bring to you a post Edochie made a few days ago. At face value, it was just an ordinary post. A simple fact that you either agree with him or you overlook. Guys, when I came across that post, it piqued my interest. I wasn't just seeing the statement, I was seeing the psychological makeup, the emotional turmoil and the hidden motive behind that statement. He posted on his Twitter handle saying, "None of us will be here forever. We come with nothing. We struggle to acquire everything, then we live with nothing. That's reality." Of course, people in the comment section started telling him to go and practice what he preaches. That he should go give himself this advice first before coming to post it on social media platforms. While some reminded him this is why he needs to lay a good legacy. Why this post is interesting is not necessarily because of the generic statement that Edochie made or the backlashes that followed in the comment section, but because of the psychological significance of this particular post. For one who read between the lines, if we understand and analyze this statement, we will see that it speaks of a kind of emotional and psychological state that has given up on trying to do the right thing and is rather trying to justify any action one does with the opinion that after all we came from nothing and after we've suffered we will end up in nothing. Although it may look premature and presumptuous to impute this meaning into the post Edochie made on his Twitter handle. But guys, it is noteworthy to understand that most people who often use statements like life is nothing, that we came with nothing and we will end up with nothing, that we came naked and we'll go naked. A lot of people who often reason like this have the tendency to commit havoc with the mindset that after all we end with nothing. That what is the need suffering, sacrificing and depriving themselves of the pleasures of this world when they will only die once and everything became nothing. People who often make these kind of statements are somehow reinforcing and fortifying themselves against some degree of guilt, some degree of remorse, and some degree of lashing and backlashing of their own conscience. Guys, do you know why? It is because when they consider the restlessness of their mind when they do something wrong or when they commit a crime, they begin to wonder whether life is really worth it. That is where such opinions, such comments, such ideas become a strong fascination for them, leading to total resignation, total fatalism, and total compromise. People in the comment section keep telling him to practice what he preaches, to live by example, and that he should give that advice to himself first. They are saying this to him without realizing that he is actually practicing what he is preaching. He did not just make that statement for everyone out there. The statement was made first of all to himself because it is serving as a consolation to him. When a great mind makes a statement like this, and you look at his lifestyle, look at his story, you look at the things he has been doing with his life, you will by yourself understand that he is trying to tell you to lay a good legacy because that's the only thing that will remain after you are gone. But the reverse becomes the case when the person making such a statement does not have a good story to support such a claim in a positive way. So guys, let's not just look at this comment on a face value. That none of us will be here forever, we come with nothing, we struggle to acquire everything, then we live with nothing. It's not just a generic, flimsy or casual comment. It shows a reflection of a psychological fracture, a reflection of an emotional wound, a reflection of a deep-rooted guilt that is struggling to justify itself, to find a degree of peace in this casual comment. Even if because of his huge pride, he has refused to publicly apologize to his wife in order to restore her pride and dignity he had shattered a few months ago when he publicly embarrassed, humiliated and degraded her by publicly thrusting before her the announcement of the existence of his son and his side chick turned second wife. Although guys, we thank God for God, for he alone has shifted aside Yule and his pride and has publicly restored May's pride, her dignity, and her confidence in the public. So, even without him publicly apologizing and accepting that he was wrong, deep down he knew he was wrong. Deep down his conscience that had witnessed his life with May must be giving him restlessness of the mind. So he uses comments like this to justify himself. He uses comments like this to find a degree of peace in his mind. Why am I even feeling guilty? Why can't I marry as many wives as I want? Why can't I enjoy my life now that I have it? After all, I struggle to make the money. Why can't I enjoy the pleasures of this world as long as I can afford it? When I know and can see that life is nothing. After all the struggling, we still end in nothing. But guys, life is not nothing. Life is a game of honor, a game of love, a game of fidelity and trust. So when you violate these cardinal principles of life, you begin to have restlessness of the mind. You begin to have remorse and guilty conscience. It becomes a challenge, just like in this case with you, Edochie. These kind of comments begin to fascinate you. These kind of comments begin to serve as an aid, a kind of pick-me-up drug that will help you sedate your conscience, anesthetize your conscience, and then try to immunize you from the guilt that you're already suffering and the seclusion and the privacy of your own heart. So my people, I want us to understand the psychological undertone behind these comments, behind this statement that tries to generalize the fruitlessness of life. It is important that we read between the lines and understand that things are not often what they seem. Guys, is this a way of you trying to, him saying that we are not going to be here forever? Is it his subtle way of saying that I can enjoy the pleasures of this world in any way, shape, or package that I like? I can take as many wives as I want, even though the people who love me don't agree with me. Since we are not going to be here forever and death seems to be so unpredictable, I should as well enjoy myself and don't give a thought for anybody. Please listen and listen good. Those that are using this kind of thwarted mentality and thwarted mindset to justify their acts of exploiting and committing havocs in their families, in their associations, in the society at large. Just listen and listen well. Life has a way of paying back, even though not forever. Life has a way of paying back those who violate the code of trust, the code of love, the code of honor. As you violate these codes, life has a way of paying you back according to your destiny. It may or may not be ostentatious. It may or may not be conspicuous. It may not be written in the skies. But in the secrecy of your life, in the secrecy of your heart, in the secrecy of your situation, life has a way of paying you back, of balancing out all the imbalances that arises from selfishness. Guys, let's stop here for now. What do you think about this statement Edochie made? Do you think he is sincerely giving the public an advice? Do you think he is telling us to lay a good legacy or what? Please let me hear your opinions in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please and please join this amazing family by hitting that subscribe button. Press the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Also, like and follow our G-Squatter page on Facebook for more. Thanks for watching, guys, and do have a lovely day. Bye-bye.